on you. It's no pointing fingers. So it really does help with the accountability aspect of you just taking ownership of mistakes that you've made. And, you can transfer that into football, and it'll help you easier become more accountable of your actions on the field.
How about this game and then pro level you watch closely that you kind of try to model yourself after?
Absolutely. You got Big Dexter Lawrence, Aleem McNeil, Kobe Turner, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Vita Vea.
That works.
Who else? Javon Hargrave. You know what I'm saying? I can keep going on and on. But I pay attention closely. I mean, even guys on the edge, Trey Hendrickson, you know what I'm saying? But I pay attention to everybody. I watch everybody's film. So I'm a film guy, student. You got to become a student of the game first before you can become dominant on the field. So
all those guys you mentioned are really good at holding up against double teams with the one technique. With your weightlifting background, you feel like that's obviously the strength of your career.
Yes, sir. I think it's a testament of the strength and conditioning programs that I've went through throughout my career. Of course, at Maryland, even at Tennessee, even in high school. And I did weightlifting in high school also. So I think all those things together, helped me become a better athlete on the field.
You made the states in wrestling and weightlifting?
Absolutely.
Right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Buffalo, you meet with them at all?
I haven't met with them yet, sir.
Okay. It's going to be asked by teams, I'm sure, no sacks this year. Just, what do you think? What would you say to teams about that as they ask about it?
When it comes to my background of weightlifting?
No, sacks.
When it comes to sacks? Yes, sir. Obviously, I didn't have any this year, but I have affected the quarterback in other ways, and so I'm continuing to develop, and that's the thing about it. So, yes, sir.
Have you met with the Giants?
Yeah, just, wanting to compete and wanting to build up, help contribute to building up a program that wasn't already established. I think those were the primary reasons why I made that decision to leave Tennessee after my freshman year. Absolutely. Yes, sir. Absolutely. And I love those guys. I got a chance to talk to Elijah Simmons, Tyler Barron, James Pierce. I came in with James Pierce, so, I got a chance to see a lot of my guys here. That made me happy. I even got a chance to see Brew McCoy, so.
You mentioned
You're obviously a force of a human
I apologize, sir. Women first, please. Ladies first. Yes, ma'am.
Obviously a force of a human. What do you want to showcase tomorrow? Where are you?
Right, so tomorrow is the field work aspect of it, so I want to display agility, the ability to change direction. Also, I'll be doing the position work also, so, I just want to showcase my ability from a defensive line standpoint. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. What was your question?
Just what is your pitch to these teams when you meet with them about what you would bring to an NFL team?
Yeah, I tell them all the time, transparency, leadership, accountability. I plan on earning my teammates' trust, and I plan on doing that by working hard, improving myself every day, and being productive on the field.
Tommy was describing you as just violence at the point of attack. Is that the word you kind of keep in mind when you're playing the game and trying to break?
Well, I think playing the game of football, you have to be violent, because if not, you're going to get dominated. I mean, that's the reality of it. And so, especially at playing defensive line, you must be violent, And so that's something that, Maryland and Tennessee and even my high school, Ocoee High School, that's something that they always emphasize. And the defenses that I've always played in have always emphasized violence at the point of attack. And so I think all those things contributed to how I play now.
Is that the biggest
Have you met with the Giants?
I'm sorry?
The Giants?
Have I met with the Giants? No, sir, not yet.
You said you looked at Dexter Lawrence, one of the guys you film at.
Absolutely.
What would it be like to tag team with him in the middle of the Giants defense?
Yes, sir. I mean, it would be an honor, I would come in, I would learn, I would develop, and yes, sir.
Your skills fit well with him? That would be a good combo?
Yes, sir. I would think so. Dexter Lawrence, big guy, He's able to stop the run and also rush the passer. And, we both have those two things in common.
Who's that?
Yeah, I mean, football is the ultimate competitive team sport, So going out there playing hard for my teammates and us collectively getting that win, that's what makes me go hard every day. That's the reason why, I make it a habit to spend extra time in the film room, on the field. I do those things so that way the program that I'm a part of, we have success together. Because when there's program success, there's individual success. And so, I just want everybody to be successful So this is the reason why I work hard and I drive myself every day.
Jordan,
Jordan,
who's
what type of
the
leader are you?
Yeah, I mean, first as a leader, I try to meet everybody and get to know everyone's personality. The reason being is because you can't lead everybody the same, you know. Person A, I might be able to get in his face and, you know, that might wake him up and he might be able to be like, okay, Jordan, like, I got you. But person B, on the other hand, you know, you might just have to go up to him on a one-on-one basis and say, hey, listen, that's not you, you know. So I always try to meet everybody's, you know, needs individually. So it's a different approach with everybody, but the standard is the same. You know, I require everything that I acquire out of myself, out of everyone, you know, my teammates. And so this is really big for me as a leader.
Jordan,
Who did you
you
learn?
mentioned that edges are guys you look at in the NFL.
Absolutely.
Do you feel like you have some positional flexibility? Do you think you
Absolutely. I mean, one of my biggest strengths is that I'm versatile. I have experience playing everything from the 0 all the way outside of the 9, outside of the tight end. And so versatility is definitely my game, and this is the reason why I study interior guys and I study edges. And I also study interior and interior offensive linemen and tackles also. So this is, you know, I'm a student of the game. Yes, sir.
who's had the biggest impact on
defensive line draft process. If you come out in a different year, maybe you go higher, but it's known as a deep class. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, perfect timing. I'm a competitor at the end of the day. I love the challenge, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, playing this game, you can't run away from competition. You have to embrace it. And as a man, I'm going to embrace every challenge that comes my way.
Jordan, who's had the biggest impact on who you are as a man?
Man, a lot of people contributed to who I am today. I mean, first of all, my mother. You know, my mother, she's the one who guided me. She's the one who taught me to fight against adversity, not run from it, handle it head on. So a big impact is my mother, along with my high school head coach, Aaron Shepard. Then, you know, my trainer, Clyde Williams, my defensive coordinator in college, Brian Williams. Then you have Coach Loxley, huge impact on me as a man and as a football player.
How did the Big Ten help prepare you to get to this point, and who was maybe the most difficult lineman to go against and running back to go against?
Okay, what was the first part of that question, sir?
How did the Big Ten prepare you to get to this point?
Yeah, so the Big Ten is one of the most physical conferences in all of college football. Everyone knows that. And so, you know, every week you have to show up. You know, every day you have to show up in practice, you know. And so I think that the Big Ten has prepared me from a physicality standpoint, a mental standpoint, you know, and that's how I feel. What was the second part?
And then toughest, like lineman and running back.
Yes, sir. So as I mentioned earlier, you know, when I'm on top of my game, I have all my I's dotted, I have all my T's crossed. There's not a single person in the country that can block me. The issue lies is that when you make a mistake within your own game, then anybody can block you, you know what I'm saying? Like if my footwork isn't right, a fifth grader will be able to block me because technique and fundamentals are a huge part of this game. Yes, sir.
Jordan, I got a big one for you. How familiar are you with Jordan Phillips?
Oh yeah, I've been studying his career since really he was at Oklahoma. You know, I watched him when he played for when he got drafted by Miami and played for them. And even I followed his career to when he got traded to the Cardinals, and even now